Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by to hang out with me. Today it is March the 14th at 4:05 Mountain Time here in the United States. And we are going to be doing messages for each sign, followed by Reiki. And then after that, we'll have free for all questions and cards of the day. So let's just get started, shall we? We'll begin with Aries for March the 15th. What do I have coming in for you guys? What I'm hearing are the words toppling and turning, and I feel like this has a really great light energy with it. So I feel like whatever is toppling and turning, this could be a board game, a kid's game, something like that. This could also be that there's something going on around you, or something is toppling and turning, and it makes you happy. Maybe there were some people in positions of authority around you, Aries, that they're toppling out of those positions, and maybe they were not handling their authority the best. So that could be what I'm seeing here that makes you happy, but things are definitely toppling and turning around. That's for Aries on the 15th. Love and light. Hello, hello. Glad to see you here, my dear. Tina Miller. Hello, hello. Glad you're here. How are you guys today? Taurus for the 15th. What do I have coming up for you guys? I feel like the 15th is a good day to be cautious, especially when it comes to your words, Taurus. So you may want to be cautious in any written communications, emails, texts, going back and forth. You also want to be cautious in any verbal communications, especially you want to avoid reacting to somebody. You want to make sure that any responses that you have are well thought out before you send them out into the ethers, either verbally or in writing. Gemma Croft Baker, hello, hello. Anna Minton, hello, hello. Breathing easier every day. Thank you for asking, my dear. How are you? Ricky, hello, hello. Welcome. Glad to see you. Glad to hear that you are lovely, love and light. So we just did Taurus's forecast. Let's do Gemini for the 15th. By the way, if anybody here would like to book a private reading or have a 1 or 2 question reading or have Reiki, all you have to do is check out my website, www.amista.info, to find out how to do that and get a hold of me. Romy Bach, hello, hello, hello. I'm sorry to hear that, dear. Hopefully the Reiki will help you lift up a little bit. What's going on? Gemini on the 15th. What do I have coming in for you guys? Geminis, I feel like you're going to have your defenses up about something, and it feels like this is probably work related. That there's somebody at work that you're going to have your defenses up towards, whether it's a vendor or a client, whether it's a person in management. But I do feel like you're going to be trying to kind of block them. Maybe you're even playing the buffer between management and somebody that's below you. But I do feel like you have defenses out. Defenses enabled, I should say, on the 15th, Gemini. Thank you, Miss Anna. Those of you who are here, if you don't mind, please share. I do appreciate it. The more, the merrier. Always, always. Cancers, let's take a peek at you guys for the 15th. What do we have coming in for Cancers? Cancers, I feel like there is, well, you're struggling for balance in your life in one way or the other. That's the bottom line here. For some of you, this comes in more specifically, and not all of you, but for some of you, this comes in more specifically that either you or somebody in your life has some kind of addiction problem, and you are working on how can we get to the bottom of this and make it better. Okay, so that's for Cancers. Savannah Lisa Chase. I'm feeling better every day. Thank you for asking. Cheryl Hegg. Hello, hello. You're a Cancer. Looks like you've got an interesting day ahead tomorrow. Yep. Yep. I was thinking about coming on earlier and I thought, oh, I really have some administrative stuff I should do. If I can get to the bottom of that, then I'll come on. Had to buckle down and do it. Lisa, oh, glad to see you in the room, my dear. Hello, hello. Leos, let's look at you guys for the 15th. Administrative stuff is not my favorite. Leo, I'd rather read and do Reiki. What do we have coming up here? Leos, I feel like there's a situation that's on your mind pretty heavily right now that you're calling the shots. You're the one in control, whether you realize it or not. And I feel like you're kind of running in circles on whatever this situation is. Like either you're going through cycles with this situation, or your thoughts are just like running around in circles. You're having a hard time deciding how you want to handle this situation. You call the shots. All you have to do is figure out what the heck you want to do. What do you want out of this situation? Okay. So that's for Leos. So what's going on, Romy? Anything that you can share in here? Virgo on the 15th. Virgo, 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 Virgo. I always feel like somebody's watching me. You may have a supervisor looking over your shoulder or micromanaging you on the 15th, Virgos. If not a supervisor, this could be an authority figure in your family. This could be a spouse or significant other. This could be a parent, an uncle, somebody who thinks that they are in charge and that they wear the Spirit gave me the words that they're wearing that they think they wear the big boy pants. I don't know who that's going to relate to and just how, but anyway, somebody's going to be keeping their eye on you. May as well keep them entertained, right, Virgo? Hello there, Avneet. Glad to see you here, my dear. Libras. Libras on the 15th. What do I have coming in for you? Libras, I think that you're going to have some kind of interactions with a new baby on the 15th. Maybe this is your baby. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a niece, a nephew, a neighbor's baby. Who knows? Grandbaby. Could be. But you're going to have some kind of interactions with a baby. And I think, babies are kind of special. I think that that's going to have some kind of influence on your day. That's Libra. I get you, Romy. That's frustrating. Very frustrating. All right, so let's look at Scorpio. Scorpios, what do we have today? I'm hearing word and wordsmith coming in for us Scorpios. So I think that the words that we express on the 15th are going to be very influential. So let's make sure we say what we really mean. Because whoever's going to be hearing them is going to be paying attention. I don't know, Avni. That should be interesting. Ah, I hear you, Romy. Sorry to hear that. Sagittarius for the 15th. Sagittarius. Simple Simon says, you have somebody, Sagittarius, on the 15th who wants you to jump through hoops for them. You get to decide how happy you are about jumping through hoops for them or not. You get to decide if you jump through these hoops or not. But somebody will be expecting you to live up to their certain expectations, and their expectations may be a little bit over the top on the 15th for you Sagittarians, and some of you may have to tell them so. You want what? Maybe you ought to rethink that. All right, so those of you who are here, if you don't mind, please share. We've got 3 more signs, and then we're going to be into Reiki. I do like to have more people in here for Reiki. That way, if anybody has questions, they can ask them while I'm still here. All right, let's look at Capricorn. Capricorn for the 15th. Capricorn, I feel like you're going to be dealing with somebody who is wound really tight on the 15th. And it's going to be really easy or tempting to get sucked into their drama and their way of viewing things and handling things. The advice is to chill out, relax yourself. Remember that, that's their circus. They get to take care of their own monkeys. You've got your own circus going on. You can take care of yours. You're quite welcome. I think it's very helpful too. There's so much good energy that comes into my room. All kinds of wonderful people. Aquarians. Aquarians for the 15th. What do we have coming in for you guys? Aquarians. I think some of you guys are going to be at some kind of auction on the 15th. I'm hearing that something's on the auction block. You may be auctioning off something yourself. Maybe you've got an auction going on eBay on the 15th. Maybe you started on the 15th. Maybe it finishes up on the 15th. Maybe you get a good bid on the 15th. Some kind of auctioning coming in here. That's kind of an unusual one, isn't it? Anyway, that's Aquarius. Nasir me. Hello, hello. Welcome. Glad to see you, my dear. Pisces. Let's look at Pisces for the 15th of March, for the Ides of March. Did you know the Ides is the 15th? Let's see. Pisces for the Ides of March. What do we have coming in for all my little swimmer people? Pisces, I feel like on the 15th, you're feeling like, remember Nemo in the movie? Nemo was a little baby fish, and he had a funky fin. He had a fin that wasn't as well developed as his other fin. Or maybe, I don't know if he had another matching fin or not. Anyway, he had a fin that wasn't so developed. And his dad was always worried about him because of the fin. But actually, Nemo got along just fine, even with a funky fin. And so Pisces, I kind of see you as kind of gimping along. Let's say gimping along. So you may not be feeling totally your best. Like maybe your knee hurts or your ankle hurts or something like that. And so maybe you're doing a little limping even. I don't know. I don't think it's going to slow you down that much. May not be that comfortable, but it's definitely not going to slow you down that much. I think that you're still going full force ahead in spite of feeling a little gimpy. Okay, so that's Pisces. Ms. Lady J, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you here, my dear. Okay, let's do some Reiki, guys. I'm going to set the intention on the Reiki to be for whatever will benefit each of you the most as individuals. And if you have a more specific intention, feel free to adjust that. Those of you who are watching after the fact, just know that all you have to do is intend to receive the Reiki, and you will receive it, and you'll get just as much benefit from it as somebody who has not, or somebody who was here as it was live. Okay, so let me just get this started. Alrighty, so we're starting at 16:19, so we will finish up at 24 after the hour. Nasia, hello, hello. Glad to see you here. Lorraine, hello, hello. Tequila, hello, welcome. Glad to see y'all here. Love and Light's waiting for the Reiki. You guys do know too, If I'm not on for a few days and you guys are feeling like you need some Reiki, like I know a few of you in the room really like to have Reiki, and sometimes you can't always afford a package or whatever, you can always go back to a previous video and re-watch during that Reiki time, and that energy is still, you'll be pulling that energy through anyway. So that's always a possibility. So this is the perfect time to talk about Reiki. If you guys have questions about Reiki, if you're feeling something in your body, or if your emotions are changing as we're going through this little mini Reiki session, feel free to type that up in the comments box. I'll be happy to answer whatever questions I can for you. Excuse me. You're feeling pressure on the third eye? Now, pressure on the third eye could have to do with your sinuses, like if there's a physical thing that needs some help, but it can also have to do with that intuition being grown and expanded, or any blockages being removed from that. Detoxing. That's a good intent. Healing of the body. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Two more minutes of Reiki. You don't have a sinus problem, then you're looking at probably third eye expansion, removing blockages. One more minute, guys. Hey, hey, Floral 90, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here, honey. You're just catching in the last minute of Reiki. Then after this, we'll go to questions and cards of the day, but we're not there yet. Pretty soon. You guys are making me sleepy again. This happened yesterday, too. I just want to put my head on the table and fall asleep. 24 after. All right, let's shut down the sleepiness. All right, let's open up the floor to cards of the day or question. Pick one or the other. I'll either answer one question for you or I'll draw a card of the day. Cards of the day are about something that Sacred Spirit would like you to be more aware of, and it's something that either has happened within the past 24 hours or will be happening within the next 24 hours. Lorraine's first out of the chute for a COD. We're going to start with Lenormand for you. Okay. Lorraine. You got a house card of the moon and a cover card of the key. All right. What's going on here for Miss Lorraine? What does she need to know? Oh, easy. Okay, so reflection is the key. So apparently there's some kind of problem that you're trying to work out. This is more like reflection on that problem, or reflection on yourself and what you would like to have come out of that problem is actually the key to solving that, Miss Lorraine. I hope that makes sense for you. Floral wants a COD. One of the cards is flipped over in the deck. I don't know how that happened. COD for Miss Floral. Excuse me. Okay, Floral, you got the Page of Cups showing up in reverse. This just tells me that you're going to be letting somebody know how they feel. This can be a family member. This can be a romantic partner or a romantic interest. This can be a friend or a neighbor, but you're letting them know what your true feelings are for them. Avneet Diva. Went way too far. There we go. You're up next. Card of the day. Card of the day. Avneet, pull me a card of the day too, will you? All right, card of the day for Miss Avneet. You get the Death card in reverse. Somebody around you is being stubborn, is what I'm hearing. This is not about you. That's about somebody around you. If I was going to guess, I would say his name probably starts with an S. Okay, love and light. COD for you. Avneet, what are you doing up this late anyway? This is late for you. Love and light. You've got the World showing up in reverse. This is telling me that there is something that you've been working on manifesting in your life, some kind of goal, target, dream, manifestation. And there's some kind of obstacle or something that has slowed it down. But because you've got the World card in reverse, I would say don't give up on it. It is still coming in. This is an encouragement card saying keep putting one foot right in front of the other. Don't give up yet. Okay, so that's for you, love and light. Ricky would like to have a COD. Okay, Ricky, you've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This tells me that things are a little bit out of balance. It may be that financially you're scrambling a little bit to make sure that everything gets covered. Gemma Croft Baker. Does that make sense for you, Ms. Ricky? A COD for Gemma Croft Baker. We're going to do the Lenormand for you again, my dear. House card is the Garden. Cover card is the Moon. The Moon was the house card last time. Gemma Croft Baker. Looks to me like you're going to be spending an evening outdoors in a public place. That's what that looks like to me. Maybe you're going to go see an early musical performance. Maybe you're going to take a walk with some kind of lovely, lovely person. Something happened either last night or tonight where you were out at night in a public place. Okay, so that's Gemma. And Minton, you're very welcome for the Reiki time. Why won't this cursor move it? Here we go. To Kyla Lee. Okay. COD for Lisa O. Let's see what we have coming up for you, Ms. Lisa O. COD. Alrighty. Knight of Swords showing up here from Ms. Lisa. Oh, this is somebody that you're interacting with, and I do feel like they either have within the past 24 hours or they will be taking some kind of dramatic action. They'll be standing up for something. I'm not sure if they're going to be asking you to take action with them. I think maybe not, but you will witness this going on. This isn't like, I don't feel like there's a lot of personal involvement here. This is more about witnessing this thing happening. Okay, and that was for Anna, right? No, that was for Lisa O. Next we have Tina Miller needs a COD. Lisa O. You've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This just means sometime within the past 24 hours or the next 24 hours, you find out something you wish you wouldn't have had to, either about finances or about material goods. So this can be, you know, maybe you get an invoice that's bigger than you expected, or you have to pay for something you weren't expecting to pay for, something like that. Excuse me. So that was Tina Miller. Next, we're to Kyla Lee or Nasia R. COD for you. Okay, honey. You've got the Guardian in reverse. This just means that recently you have faced some fears that used to be big fears for you, and you have given them the 1-2 knockout punch. They no longer have control of you. And that's for Nicia or Nasia. And Minton would like a COD. Why does this thing go all the way down? All right. Anna Minton. Four of Swords in reverse. This just means that there's something going to be happening or has been happening within the past 24 hours in a different location than usual. Generally, this card comes up as a different geographic location. So this could be that you're taking your child to daycare in a different place. Maybe you're working in a different place. Maybe you're eating your dinner in a different place. Anything like that. And if it's not about a geographic location, then it can be about a dramatic shift in the way you think about one particular thing. One of those two going on, maybe both of them for you. Probably both, because I really can't land on one. So probably both. And so that was for Nasia. No, that was for Anna. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Ms. Lady has a question. Will William make any moves to move things forward? Let's see. What will William do about moving things forward? Okay, so there's a couple of things that could be going on here, as what I'm looking at. I think that he may not make any moves to move things forward. And it looks to me like there is a couple of potential reasons why whenever I'm looking at this without knowing the context of your situation. Okay. So the first reason could be that he's childish and that he's telling white lies. He's not being truthful. But the second reason, and I feel like this is probably the more valid reason, just because the anchor shows up in the spread and I'm looking at the Lenormand. The second reason is that looks to me like there may be, and you'll know if this is true or not, there may be a child in his life. And because of that child, he may feel like he can't move forward with you or with anybody, actually, even. All right, so there's that. I hope that helps you. But I don't see him making any moves to move things forward, honey. Love and Light says, thank you for the Reiki help very much. You're quite welcome. Romy wants a COD. Avni, there's a lot of people that think they're before other people. What happens is I think everybody's computer gets different messages in at a little different times because we're all on different speeds. So I have to go by what shows up in my chat box as far as who comes first and who's next and who's next and who's next. I think that kind of throws a lot of people off because I think it looks different in a lot of people's chat boxes. Let's see, roll me back. La da 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 da. You got the Knight of Clubs showing up in reverse. Knight of Clubs in reverse for Romy Black. This just means that there's somebody in your life that can be a little bit flaky. This is somebody who they really like things when they're new, and then after the new wears off, they kind of lose interest. And they're also somebody that if you try to schedule something with them, you can have a hard time sometimes because they don't want to commit to anything because they're afraid if they commit to something, then they may have to honor that commitment, and then they would lose out on something better that might come along later. So you're dealing with someone that's a little bit of a flake, basically, when you've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yes, the Reiki, I prefer for the Reiki to end before you guys start asking questions because here's why. Whenever I'm doing Reiki, I want to be able to handle those kinds of questions or concerns that come up first. So Reiki questions or concerns. And if you guys just start firing off regular questions or COD requests, then if somebody asks about Reiki, it might be a while before I filter all the way down to find that and be able to answer it. And I would rather answer Reiki stuff while I'm actually doing Reiki so that people have some kind of timely information for themselves. That's why. I kind of had the sense, Lorraine Southwick, that with the moon in the key, with the reflection being the key, is that that was more of an advice card for you than it is about what you do, maybe. So it may be advice that, and I felt like self-reflection was coming up there. I don't know if I said that or not. I felt like self-reflection is the most important thing for you to be reflecting on right now. I'm probably right about the guess, Stephanie. I know a lot of context from your life. Yeah, COD for me would be fun. Glad you're moving forward, love and light. That's fantastic. Thank you on the spot on, Ricky. Concussion, what do I do to get back into balance? First of all, you really want to talk to a medical professional about that, Isabella, which I absolutely am not. So I cannot give medical advice. I would not feel like I was any kind of professional if I tried to do that. I give spiritual advice. So talk to a medical professional about what to do to get back into balance after a concussion. I can tell you that what I do after somebody's feeling like maybe they're dizzy or not so much in touch with the material world after a Reiki session or after meditation is I do a little grounding exercise on them. So if you know a grounding exercise that might potentially help you, but once again, I would say please talk to a medical professional. Okay, peace out, Ricky. Have a good night, honey. Tina Miller, I think I did do a COD for you earlier. To Kyla, I'm done with CODs for today. Sorry, honey, because that alarm that went off just means that I'm done with questions or CODs. So you'll have to catch me again the next time I'm here. Or if you have a question, you may want to do a 1-question or 2-question reading. You can find out how to do that on my website. Look under recorded readings. My website's www.amista.info. You're quite welcome, Tina. Isabella Castro, hello, hello, welcome. You're quite welcome on the heads up. Sorry to have to give you that news. Good for you, Nasia. 5 of Wands upright. Competition for my time. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, thank you. I am actually going to be pretty busy tomorrow. That makes sense. Barbara Jackson, hello. I'm glad you're here, honey. I'm done with CODs or questions, unfortunately. You'll have to catch me the next time, my dear. Right on for you, Ms. Lady. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know. You're quite welcome, Romy Bach. You're quite welcome, Nasia. Okay, guys, everybody have a beautiful, fantastic, wonderful rest of your day wherever you are. And if it's the middle of the night for you, a beautiful, fantastic, wonderful rest of your night. Have an eat, and anybody else that may apply to. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and keeping me on my toes, guys. I really do appreciate it. That makes these types of videos so much fun. Everyone have a fantastic, fantastic, wonderful day, and I'll see you all the next time. Peace out.